Hi, it's Timo. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Get in there, get in there. Wow, wow, wow. Who saw that coming? I mean, where do you start with that? Watford 0, Norwich City 3. We can see from the league table there. It was a real 6-pointer, wasn't it, guys? It was a real 6-pointer. And if Watford would have won this one, it could have spelled some really big trouble for Norwich. But incredible win. Of course, looking at the table, yes, Watford and Watford have got 5 games in hand, haven't they? And the other teams have got a couple. But who cares? This is the first time Norwich City are out of the bottom 3 this season. The first time they've been out of the bottom 3 since September 2019. And wow, it feels good. And where do you start? You have to start with USA, USA, USA. I'm so happy for Josh Sargent because he came in on a huge price tag, huge expectations. And unfortunately, with that in the Premier League, you know, as a striker, you just simply have to score goals. And he hasn't done that, but he's worked hard throughout the whole season and he's got his reward today. And oh my word, what a first goal to set the game on fire. An absolutely sensational goal from Josh Sargent. You know, if Lionel Messi scores that type of goal, that kind of intricate finish, the whole world is talking about it. And I think the whole world needs to talk about that Josh Sargent performance. Absolutely electric from him. And yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon, and it just gives this team a whole big boost. And look, Norwich City don't normally win games, you know, but back-to-back wins now. They did back-to-back wins early on in the season. A huge lift for this Norwich club, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And let me know if you was at the game, because the atmosphere sounded absolutely terrific, and so it should be. You know, following Norwich, you don't see too many away wins. We've only recorded 1 away win this season, and you don't see too many away wins. And to see a real good performance today was absolutely electric, particularly in the capital. We don't normally do well in London, but yeah, over the moon with that. And Josh Sargent in particular deserves all the praise because it was an absolutely electric performance by Sargent. Your defence is terrified. Sargent is on fire. To start the game, though, it was a really uneventful first half, wasn't it? Of course, going into it, Watford in 17th, Norwich in 18th. And the table is a little bit skewed at the moment, but still it was a huge 6-pointer and a real confidence booster. And I guess the one bad thing from a Norwich City perspective is we've got a 2-week break. Our next game's not till the 8th of February, which is a little bit annoying because you want to continue the momentum. And in December, where we had a lot of injuries, COVID-stricken, and there was no confidence in the team, that's when you want your 2 or 3 week breaks. But no, starting the game, I think Norwich City had a bright start. The first 10 minutes, Rashida going close. And then Sorensen went off, which was a real big blow to our midfield dynamic. And Kenny McLean came on. And that first half was really uneventful, but Norwich City just couldn't keep hold of the ball. I think we only had 30% possession. Just couldn't keep the ball. We couldn't lump it up to Ida and make it stick. And Watford had wavered attack, although they produced very little. Angus Gunn didn't really have to make a save, and the best chance for Watford came when Sissoko decided to had a really good opportunity from 12 yards out, but slices it into the corner flag. And it was a really uneventful first half, and the game needed livening up. And oh my word, you kind of have dreams, don't you, about amazing Norwich City away days, and this is up there as one of those dream away days, because and a dream away day for Josh Sargent as well, because you do not think it's going to happen, do you? I mean, you don't even think he's going to score with his record this season. But yeah, an unbelievable goal, and I'm so happy for Josh Sargent. Kenny McLean, misplaced pass. It's going out for a goal kick, but brilliant from Timo Pukki to retrieve the ball. There's definitely no foul, which would have been really disappointing if the referee gave it, because there is no foul. The Watford player's going down. Pukki retrieves the ball by the byline, puts it across the box. Josh Sargent's in the box, but the ball's behind him. So what does he do? Opens his body up and does a scorpion kick, and it's absolutely electric. One of those memorable Norwich City goals, and our goal of the season. I think it's got to be a goal of the season contender, honestly. It was absolutely majestic. The ball's behind him, Sargent lifts a foot up, scorpion kick. Think of Olivier Giroud, those kind of vibes against Crystal Palace. He scored that amazing goal. But yeah, scissor kick from scorpion, sorry, not a scissor kick, sorry, a scorpion kick by Sargent. The ball's behind him, directs the ball goalwards, hits the crossbar, just about goes over the line, and it gives Norwich the goal. And yeah, a sensational scorpion kick, and I'm so pleased for Josh Sargent. I mean, the ball's behind him, and the intense quality you have to be able to produce that kind of finish, where you have to show the athleticism and the precision. It was absolutely majestic from Josh Sargent, and I'm so pleased for him, and he gives Norwich City the lead. And then you have a bizarre moment with the floodlights. This game was just full of bizarre moments, and it's definitely one of the most memorable games we're going to have this season. The floodlights go off, the game's suspended for 10 minutes. the floodlights don't come back on, and it was ludicrous the game got suspended in the first place. There was lots of light on the pitch, and yeah, really bizarre one. And yet again, I'm thinking of the Norwich 3 Derby 2 vibes, where we was in that championship season under Farker. We was 3-2 up against Frank Lampard's Derby, the floodlight failure, and then we go and lose the game 4-3 once play resumes. But there was no sign of that. Norwich City, a few minutes later after the floodlights, Rashida does brilliantly well down the left-hand side, ball into the box, and Josh Sargent, playing as a right winger, jumps higher than anyone. He's a really athletic, really tall, physical striker. Heads it across the goal, and it makes it 2-0, and it was absolutely perfect. And wouldn't say decisions went our way, but you would certainly say decisions didn't go against us, because the VAR was checking for the first one whether there was a push from Pukki, and the second one, Rashida was close to being offside. It was level, but you have to give the benefit to the striker. And yeah, brilliant cross, Sargent rising highest 12 yards out, across the goal into the corner, and Sensational Norwich City fans absolutely crazy. And then Watford, it matters worse for them, where Emiliano Dennis, of course, one of the standout players this season, gets a red card, 2 yellow cards, and he's off. And Norwich City are 2-0 up with 10 minutes to go on the clock, although with a 10-15 minute add-on, it's more like 25 minutes. And Norwich, like they normally do, they try to shoot themselves in their own foot. Sargent and Angus Gunn getting a mix-up, and it means that the Watford player loops it over Angus Gunn, and it's a clearance off the line. Then on the 90th minute mark, ball comes into the box. Sissoko guides it in, but it is offside. If he leaves it, maybe the Watford player behind him in Juan Pedro, I think, would have scored. But we're 2-0 up, 15 minutes to go with the added time. And then Norwich City get that third goal, which was really, really beautiful. Ida never giving up again on the byline. Similar position to Pukki, actually a very similar opportunity. Puts the ball across the box, and Pukas diverts it into his own net to make it 3-0 Norwich. And we saw out the game, Watford had a couple of long shots, but it didn't matter. And yeah, absolutely over the moon. And yet again, this is one of those memorable away days where it's a Friday night, 8 o'clock kickoff. When do you get Friday night, 8 o'clock kickoffs from a Norwich City perspective? You have one of your players scoring 2 goals, Norwich scoring 3 goals in an away game. I can't think the last time we did that. You had the floodlight failure, you had red cards, you had unbelievable goals. That Josh Sargent goal, yet again, is an incredible finish. The technique, the precision, and the audacity to do it is incredible. And I'm so pleased for Sargent, because there's been a lot of criticism from a lot of people, including himself. He'll be disappointed with some of his performances, and there's a lot of pressure being a striker, but I think he's relished not playing as that striker. And to be honest, I don't think he is a striker. I think his work rate and his athleticism means he offers more than that. He's better deeper. But yeah, so pleased for Sargent, and it looked like a cracking away day. The atmosphere was electric, and Norwich City deserved the 3 points. And for Watford, surely Claudio Ranieri's going to go. I'm actually, although I like Watford, and the pre-match atmosphere was good, I think they deserve everything that's coming for them. Why they sacked their manager, I do not know. He did an amazing job to get them up from the Championship. He was doing really well for them, and it was a ludicrous decision to sack him. But from a Norwich City perspective, it gives so much confidence, so much boost. 2-3 weeks' time when we're back in Premier League action, Norman and Billy Gilmore, Lucas Rupp could potentially all be involved. So yeah, it really gives this Norwich City team a massive, massive boost. And all I'll say is USA, USA, USA. An amazing moment for Norwich as they win a Premier League game. 2 goals from Josh Sargent, one of them being an audacious strike, and an own goal as well. Give Norwich 3 points, move up to 17th in the table, and really give you confidence now going forward into the season. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below on the game. And yeah, let's be buying Josh Sargent merch all day long. But thank you for watching. So pleased for Sargent, so pleased for Norwich. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.